Hey folks, Valentin the Mad here, and today I wanna talk about Warbox, the gameplay side of it, where I think it needs the most at the moment. Spoiler, that isn't gore, feel free to boo me in the comment section. So, it is a game I've quite enjoyed playing when I was making the previous videos. AI had some issues, but it was very much lively. There was indeed a fun gameplay loop. You could spawn some teammates, a bunch of enemies, and enjoy the sort of a terrorist hunt team deathmatch thing. I don't think you necessarily need a story, scripted missions, or even multiplayer to have a very enjoyable experience you can play over and over. So, in this video, I wanna talk about what I think it badly needs before going forward with additional content. First up, content you can play right out of the box. As soon as you get the game, first launch it, you should be able to get into the action right away. That means, first and foremost, ready-to-go factions you can immediately put in the sandbox mode. Several example scenarios would also be a good idea. Now there are initial steps in this direction. You currently have US and Russia factions. Those do consist at the moment of a single soldier, but previously you had nothing and had to make your own from scratch. And there are two scenarios that are kind of broken. So, this aspect definitely needs some proper attention. The next one, in my opinion, is also huge for the replay value, and that would be some game mode variety and simple mission settings. So, currently, the only thing you have in a sandbox is sort of a flag capture winning condition with characters that are always respawning. In small maps, it was basically fine, but in the larger ones, the teams were always spawned very far apart and they would pretty much always engage in the same locations. Now you can manually place soldiers on the go, but that is pretty much the issue, the on the go part. Once they're dead, their spawn locations are unsaved, so you have to place them manually every single time, which is not great. My thoughts here are the following. As I mentioned, a terrorist hunt game mode similar to what we have in Ground Branch, giving you the option of configuring the amount of enemies before you begin, and in addition, having the option of AI friendlies that would generally stick around you, spread out a little on engagements, and allowing you to possess one if your character gets dispatched. Secondly, on every map you have a bunch of flags spread around, so my suggestion would be giving players configurability using those. Being able to choose on which flag each team spawns, and choosing which flags are active, which zones characters will be fighting over. This, however, would be much easier with a map for each location rather than hovering around. Along with the previous ones, more basic game modes such as Deathmatch and Team Deathmatch with the AI set to play accordingly. I also should mention QoL improvements in many different aspects, as well as optimization. Those aren't as fun as some other features, but they are badly needed. I think the foundational features for an enjoyable game like this would be reasonably decent AI thrown into a cool location with some variety of game modes and winning conditions. And that, in my opinion, is what's currently most needed. Focus on some of the foundations. As I mentioned, I do very much like the overall concept, and I wanna see it get great, eventually, with all of the cool planned features. So, do let me know what you think, what you would like to see, and stay tuned for more content coming really soon. Until next time!